Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. But are black people really free? When we're still living with slavery, the shackles may not be on us physically, but it's cuffing us down mentally, and we unconsciously become numb to our own captivity. And it may not seem that way because we are given the month of February, but see, 28 days, give or take a leap year, is not enough for me to acknowledge my black history. So I recognize it every day of the week. Yet, whenever I go back to my community, I walk the streets and I'm reminded that not only are colored people far from free, but those who fought for us would be rather angry to see the things that I see. I see the drug dealer on the corner next to the addict begging for a quarter, and at any moment a drive-by shooting could cut a person's life shorter because apparently gang violence is now our new world order. But why are we killing each other? Why fight over your fellow brother and sister when you can stand together and fight for one another? I see the self-conscious woman looking at herself through the lens of others, and the fatherless daughter disrespecting her own mother. But who cares about how other people perceive you to be? You should know your own worth. And why rebel against the person who gave you birth? And all they say black women know how to do is twerk. But many of us work hard to break that invisible glass ceiling that has been keeping us stagnant. We possess an infinite potential, and I'm not just bragging. I see men, or should I say boys, because that's how they act, walking together in large packs. They not in school, so they acting a fool, rolling dice, smoking trees, hollering at the girls that pass through. And what's interesting is they have their Gucci belt, True Religion outfit, and camp out all night for them Jordans on, but don't know what a pay stub is and or never seen a W-2 for. But then I see the real men, the ones who work hard to provide for their kin. But they're still struggling because gentrification is causing an increase in rent, not only for them, but the single moms on the brink of eviction. I see liquor stores and fast food restaurants on every other block. So it doesn't come as a shock that domestic violence has increased and our people are obese. We ignore the risk of health problems such as kidney failure and heart disease while posting #eating good under a picture of a burger with cheese. I see that we are just consumers to the business owners who might as well just own us because they take our money and we are blindly digesting our lives away. And the commodity of clothes makes us go out our way to pay any amount on items that lose value each day. I see public schools lacking resources and most of the teachers don't care, thus making it unfair to the students. And while they fail to learn, teachers continue to earn a wage. This failing education system has got me enraged because without a proper education, it can be difficult to walk across the stage of success, so you stay caged in the nest. I see the innocence of children being stolen, forcing them to grow up quick, thus infringing on their cognitive development. So, is this where the cycle of black incompetence begins? No, because we are far from stupid. Yet, if only we knew what we were capable of, we'll be able to rise above the hardships and the pain that we have gained, yet we don't fight the change. We sit comfortably in our lanes because our washed brains tell us that we have nothing to stand for. But we are way more than just video vixens and ball players. We came from kings and queens, so we are far more greater than what they tell us we are. Far more realistic than what they portray us to be. Far more thoughtful than the mind that thinks. Far more visual than the eyes that blink. Far more expressive than a pen that inks. Far more deeper than the anchor that sinks. Far more vocal than the cage bird that sings. Because Martin Luther King had a dream and Malcolm X did what was necessary. And not only were they great, but they were legendary. We need more voices in this generation to speak radically about the issues in our community because if one of us isn't free, then we all aren't free. So I'm going to shake the shackles off of me and hope that all of you follow the words of Bob Marley and emancipate yourself from mental slavery.